Okay, so we're finally back out here on the range where we can do our follow-up testing. So the last time we were out here, we tested the expander ball versus mandrel, and we did a very shoddy optimum charge weight workup. So what I want to do is I have my magnetospeed here, and I want to test our supposed scatter node, 45.5, and then our supposed harmonic node, 46 grains, and I want to see if 45.5 has a stupid extreme spread, and I want to see if 46 is measurably better. And then, well, when we do our theoretics, we see that 46.2 should be our actual harmonic node. I'm going to test those speeds, but also see how well they group. So let's get to testing. Okay, so these are the 45.5. Let's take a look. Average. Okay. Oh. Standard deviation 12, extreme spread 27. That's actually really good. And by the way, if you're wondering why only 4 shots of the 25.5 got fired, well, I tried, but apparently we somehow have a bad primer. I don't know what's up with that, so when we get back to the bench, we'll have to pull this apart and see what's up. Okay, let's look at the data for 46 grains. Come on. Average 2716, high 2725, low 2712. Standard deviation 5. Stream spread 13. Wow. Nice. Do we even need to look at the individual ones? Whatever, let's do it. 712, 719, 725, 712, 2716. So wow. So 46 grains is definitely around where we need to be. Let's fire off the 46.2. Let's see if we get somehow even better numbers. I don't think we are though. Okay, so this is 46.2. Average 2730. High 2764. Low 2689. So we already know that this is going to be worse. Standard deviation 27. Extreme spread, you guys can hardly see that, 75. So that's not great even for off-the-shelf ammo. Let's see. 2737. 2737. Hey. 2764. 2689. 2620 or 2724. Or yeah, 2724. Okay. Let's see how well they print on paper. Well, you got to believe what's on paper, and also the chronograph confirms this. If you take away the flyer, that's not a terrible group for what we've been doing with this bullet and powder combo, but that's still nothing to write home about. Altogether, though, that's garbage. Let's take a look at our numbers. Come on, focus, focus, focus. And we don't care about averages or highs and lows. And we're starting from the top charge down. We got to go in reverse order. It is going to be better for us to put this on a spreadsheet, but let's do this real time. So 2765, 2754. Remember, we're going down. 2714, 2743, 2717, 2699, 2647, 2639, 2663. Then lastly, 2640. So wow. I would not have trusted doing this in my old action, the model 1893. You know, it might have survived, but consider that Mark III ball ammunition was 160 grains going 2,600 feet per second. All of these are above that. It's 168 grains, so slightly more, going within the ballpark of 2,700 feet per second. So that definitely would have caused some hurt. So I'm glad we did this in a modern action. But that was with Norma URP, and we'll throw it up on a spreadsheet to see what correlations we have with both the groups we previously fired, but also the rounds we fired over the chronograph. In other words, we're going to have to do an on-bench analysis.
Okay, gents, we have our data mapped out. We also have our graph up and running. So let's take a look at this. And let's also do a quick overview of the Scott Satterlee 10-shot load development. Really what you're doing after you get your data here, you take a look at the graph, and what we're looking for is flat spots in the data. So as we go up in charge weight, where the velocity changes least. And we have 2 points that specifically show that. 25.4 and 25.6. There is a 8 feet per second spread. That's actually pretty good. Then up near the end, we have 27.54. Looks like a 11 feet per second spread. That's pretty good too. And as we saw with our testing, we did 45.5, and that gave us an extreme spread somewhere in the 20s with standard deviation in the teens. So actually, using this method, yeah, you can actually get in the ballpark. However, this is where we go into the negative side of things. We also tested 46 grains. And look at the graph. So this is not the worst case scenario. I mean, there's a 40 feet per second spread here, approximately 44. Certainly could be better, but could be a lot worse. Something like this is what a lot of people are really scared of. But yeah, if we would have used this method, sure, we would have found the velocity node that's around 45.5, but we would have completely missed the one that was around 46 grains. And actually, the one around 46 grains ended up being the better one. The standard deviation, I believe, was 5 with the extreme spread of 13. That's like 100% better. That's over 100% better what we got down here. Furthermore, and this is, again, being further negative and very critical, when we were doing our OCW, our shoddy OCW workup load, we found out that basically this powder weight change here was a scatter node, and up here as well ended up being a scatter node. Well, maybe up here is calling it a scatter node isn't really correct, but it was definitely a major shift in the point of impact. It was definitely shifting further upward. So if I were doing like more of a proper OCW workup load, I would have skipped over those. So it's kind of funny how this worked out. What ended up being the graphed velocity nodes also end up being basically my scatter nodes when it came to paper. So what I need to do for kind of a third part of testing, and I need to see how much componentry I have left, because I know I'm running low on bullets, and I only have so much of Norma URP left as well. I need to load up here, basically at 46 grains, and I need to mess around with seating depth. I already know that going shorter is going to cause me to have worse groups. I've already tested it. We're over 100 bullets into this load workup. So I want to seat them further out, and I want to see how that does. Because right now I am not happy with the group sizes I'm getting. It seems that I've shot under half-inch groups with this gun and this bullet, so I know it's capable of better. It seems like the best group I've gotten so far is just under an inch, and that's bad. So far, Norma URP has been great for this velocity spread and has been great for velocities in general, but not so great for the actual group sizes. I'm recording this after the fact because I want to do a quick little summary, but also I want to emphasize some things, or rather state some things. And that thing I want to state is, as a reloader, however you choose to reload, as long as it works for you, is the right way. I felt like I was being very critical, very negative, and the 10-shot load development, it's not for me, but it's gotten plenty of other people really far. The optimum charge weight, same thing. Really, the point of this video is to show kind of the downfalls of doing it either way. With the optimum charge weight test, with our scatternode, we tried to predict when our next harmonic node was going to be to find the true harmonic node. Turns out it was complete garbage, both when printing on paper and when firing over a chronograph. It's interesting, though, that it did terrible both on the chronograph as well on paper. Sometimes that's not the case. Anyway, and with our 10-shot load development, if we would have followed the graph like you're supposed to, we would have completely missed a really awesome velocity node. So, at the end of the day, when it comes to load development, you have to test. And the results on paper will never lie.